Yo, what's up guys? In today's video I got a bunch of Chicago Bulls news and updates that just came out. Also, just a heads up, I'm probably taking the weekend off due to the holiday and I want to spend time with my family. So hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas and a good holiday with your families. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Leave a quick like on today's video, it takes a second, helps me out, and some comments and questions below today's video as well. Also, sorry for the lack of uploads. I'd say I've been really busy with work and just the holidays coming up. But nonetheless, let's just jump right into today's video. And the first topic is just about some signings. And of course, yesterday's game. The Bulls vs Raptors game yesterday did get postponed. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of expected that. The NBA has just been going through a COVID outbreak. And the NFL, honestly, it's just been really bad recently. Casey Johnson did say the Bulls and Raptors now have 2 games to make up for later in this season. So, it does suck. I was really excited to watch the Bulls game yesterday. But at the same time, it does help the Bulls case. The Chicago Bulls have a lot of injuries and players in safety protocol right now. I'll be covering that and breaking that down later in today's video as well. And due to Devin Dodson getting COVID and joining a lot of other players in safety protocol, the Chicago Bulls did sign Mac McClung to a 10-day hardship deal just the other day. McClung went to training camp with the Lakers and he's been playing for their G League team as of lately. And Mac is an undrafted rookie that split 3 college seasons between Georgetown and Texas Tech. He's a 6'2 guard, and he's been averaging about 20 points per game, 6 assists, and shooting about 40% from 3-point range in 13 games in the G League this season. I know coming out of college, this man was just a walking highlight. He was always throwing down some crazy dunks. So I instantly liked this signing, even though I do doubt he ever plays a game for the Chicago Bulls, with last night's game getting postponed. And with that being said, the Chicago Bulls also did sign veteran forward Erson Ilyasova, also on a 10-day hardship exception. And I'm going to be honest, the second I saw this signing, huge shout out to my guy, Artur's fan club. I thought of this same memory. He did tweet out and quoted this whole tweet from Woj. He said, "Who remembers hating this dude with a passion during those playoff series?" And I agree, man. I hated every time the Bulls and Bucks played. I hated this dude. He was always taking charges. He was always, I'd say, taking some dirty fouls on the Chicago Bulls. I feel like he was always fouling out and just playing tough basketball. So I instantly do like this signing, and honestly, I'd be down to, I'd say, sign this man for the rest of the season. I know he is getting up there in age, but he is a 13-year NBA veteran that has had stops in Milwaukee, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Detroit, Orlando, Oklahoma. He last appeared in 17 games for the Utah Jazz last season. He's a very skilled 6'9" stretch power forward that has averaged 10 points per game, 6 rebounds, and that also offers the Bulls, I'd say, some veteran presence off the Bulls bench. He's been in a lot of playoff games. He's been around the NBA. He knows the game. And the Bulls obviously need some depth on this roster, and especially in the front court right now. The Bulls also did re-sign McKinney on Monday for a second 10-day option. Honestly, as of right now, I hope the Chicago Bulls do keep McKinney. At the same time, I feel like Ilyasova could really help out the Bulls' lack of power forward depth. Definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video about the Bulls signing all those players and just continuing to sign players. This whole COVID outbreak with the NBA has been kind of crazy right now. And the second topic in today's video is about a big man that the Chicago Bulls could be interested in. About a month or 2 ago, this article did come out, and it's titled 3 Teams Who Could Pursue Derrick Favors. I think it's obvious that the Chicago Bulls need, I'd say, power forward or center depth, especially with the Bulls looking like, I'd say, a favorite to make the NBA playoffs. I mean, they've been playing a great basketball to start the season. I still can't believe how well their chemistry has been. Obviously, the Bulls are tight on cap space right now, and the Bulls really don't have that many trade exceptions and I'd say trade assets on this roster right now. Derrick Favors is making about $10 million per season. And according to this article, they said, but by mid-season, they could move a guy like Derrick Jones Jr. if he's not fitting in with their system for, I'd say, a veteran like Derrick Favors. And the second I hear that, I'm already turned off, man. I really like Derrick Jones Jr. He's been playing great basketball for the Chicago Bulls. He's just been very solid, no matter where he's been playing, who he's been guarding. He's just a walking highlight, man. He's very lengthy, always dunking or I'd say catching a lob, always playing solid defense, even though he is undersized and underweight, I'd say. I really like Derrick Jones Jr. and I hope the Chicago Bulls do keep him and maybe re-sign him in the offseason if they could bring him back for cheap. But say OKC, since they are a rebuilding team, does decide to trade him, or nobody wants to trade for him, they just buy him out at the NBA trade deadline. I would definitely want the Chicago Bulls to be interested and to target him. Definitely let me know below today's video if he does get bought out by OKC. Would you guys want the Bulls to target him? You know, through his NBA career, he's been a very solid power forward. He is a 6'9", 265-pound power forward. You know, he hasn't really been playing that many minutes for a rebuilding OKC team. But throughout his career, he's been very solid in the NBA. You know, he's been a really good offensive and defensive rebounder. I'd just say a solid defensive player in the NBA. In his career, he's been averaging about 11 points per game, 7 total rebounds, and he's been shooting about 53% from the field. He's not a good three-point shooter or a free throw shooter, but I feel like he'd definitely help out the Bulls, say he does get bought out. Definitely let me know your whole thoughts and opinions on that topic. And the final topic in today's video is just a quick, I'd say, injury update and just safety protocol update. You know, Casey Johnson did put out this tweet before the Bulls vs. Raptors game did get postponed. And due to the Bulls game getting postponed and the Bulls not playing again until December 26th, the Bulls do have 4 players that are likely to be back by then, including Zach LaVine. So it's looking like it's very unlikely that the Bulls are going to sign any more players unless I'd say our current players do get COVID or something like that. Also, those players we just signed to 10-day contracts, I highly doubt they even play a game or are even seen in a Bulls uniform. And just last Tuesday, Devin Dodson did become the 12th Bulls player to enter safety protocols. That definitely sucks. He just had a good game against the Rockets Monday. You know, he does join Matt Thomas, Ayo, Zach LaVine, and Alize Johnson as players currently in protocols. All those players are expected to be back by the 26th or 27th. Billy Donovan did talk about that whole situation, how he doesn't expect any of them back until after Christmas. It's looking likely that the Chicago Bulls are finally getting their team back healthy. You know, as I'm recording this video, some terrible Bulls news did come out. The Chicago Bulls literally just tweeted this out as I'm recording. Alex Caruso will be out, I'd say, about 7 to 10 days after hurting his left foot sprain during Monday's game versus the Houston Rockets. That definitely hurts, man. But other than that, it's looking like the Bulls are going to get their team back mainly. I mean, there's still going to be a few players in safety protocols, but I'd say Zach's coming back soon, so that's great to see. Like I said to start the video, I hope you guys have a great weekend and a great holiday with your families. Definitely leave a like on today's video and some comments and questions below today's video as well. Thank you guys for all the love on the channel and the past few videos. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Have a good one.